Good morning, adorables. Setting intention to connect with some angels, have a good time, and maybe get some work done this month. So, the theme of today is cultivating widespread joy. Theme of the month is cultivating joy, and we're going to work on some simple ways to do it today. And I'm going to remind you, if you're on an Earth Angel training, this is work. This is practice. This is something that we do with our heart, or we do with intention, or something we do with a little bit of willpower. And so we put some effort into it. And that being said, let's return to some joy. So I'm going to go to the glasses. I've got some bullet points that I want to get through, and hopefully have some fun along the way. So the first invitation for cultivating widespread joy is to enjoy the little things. And the specific example of the little things is most of us have a beverage in the morning that brings us some joy, whether it be coffee or tea or lemon water or whatever have you. That first sip in the morning, make that a joyful experience. So this is a little bit of a Vipassana style mindfulness practice where you're going to sip, and then you're going to settle into joy. And so think of a time when you had that perfect sip. The temperature, the sweetness, the consistency, everything was just right. You really needed it, and it was like water to the desert. Yes. So it's not going to be water to the desert every time you drink it or sip it, but it can remind you of it, and it can spark some joy. The other thing is, of course, taste. And so you have my full permission during the day to sample some chocolate just to enjoy the taste of it. And if that doesn't make you smile, God help us all. The next widespread theme we're going to talk about is roughly it's the continuum of knowledge, creativity, art, music, song, dance. Just the ways that skillful action can create joy in our life. I'm going to go to the glasses, and we're going to read from Ramayala. I think it's the second paragraph, maybe the third. Do you welcome opportunities of joy? Knowledge, truth, vision, life are all expressions of joy. The daily state of awareness has to do with your attitude as you concentrate on work, home, and family. Has your life become drudgery? Do you complain? Does it bring you energy? Are you excited or bored? So work, family, and home can be basically wherever you're at, whether this practice is very easy or very difficult, just set an intention to put a little bit of love to harvest some joy in whatever it is you're doing today. The next broad theme is connections. And so we'll start with super easy. If you're connected with your angel, call up gratitude, call up joy. If you're connected with a choir of angels, then call up more gratitude and more joy. If that's not working for you, consider connecting with a pet. Dog, cat, baby Yoda, whatever carries pet energy for you, connect with that. Yes, thank you. Got a little bounce back of joy from somebody somewhere. Woohoo! The other forms of connections are with the above mentioned work, home, family, extended family, etc. Our friends, of course, are soul family. And so whether they're short-term or long-term, make a connection, and you get bonus points if you make somebody else sparkle. The next thing we're going to talk about is humor. And humor is utterly magical sometimes. It can transmute grief, it can transmute pain, it can transmute anguish, it can enlighten or enliven or lighten up so many things if it's in your wheelhouse. There are practices, laughter practices, I think they do somewhere in China, where people get together and laugh for 20 minutes or so because of the endorphins and because it's good for your system. It's good for all levels of being. Our version of that in the West would probably be to put on a comedy routine or find your favorite comedian and just watch a few minutes or half an hour or so and see if you can get a good laugh in. Once again, you get bonus points if you make somebody else laugh. We're going to do a version of one breath. And if you are in crisis-y sort of circumstances, or if the weight of the world is on you and joy seems to be like it's completely impossible and what the hell is he talking about? Full breath in. And start where you're at and do what's right for you and your nervous system at this moment. One of my rules for a crisis is to do what's next. And if the anguish and the pain is so intense, the only thing that's next is the next breath. And so you breathe in deeply, you follow out the exhale, and you just let it be. And you repeat as necessary until you get a shift in your nervous system, till something eases, or something releases, or something transmutes. If you're not in a world of hurt today, then we can use the same breath when you find that nice sip, when you find that nice snuggle with your pet, when you find that beautiful moment of connection with an angel or another human being, when you actually make somebody smile or sparkle, you extend the moment with that same breath. You call it gratitude, and you enjoy the joy. And you try and send it through your entire being. Circulate it through your meridians, spin it up in your chakras, let your aura sparkle. Yes, thank you. And the last way we're going to cultivate widespread joy today, or we're going to invite you to, is we're going to use inspiration via connection with angels, or you're going to use your good old human imagination. And so really switch your brain away from thinking or processing or learning and switch it to wherever the imagination lives. And the question is how today do I cultivate joy? Thank you. Peace.